Good evening. Welcome to Jeffrey TV, where I'm your host, Jeff Luffman, and I talk about topics that interest me. And this evening I'm watching it storm outside my window, and I'm working on my week 3 machine learning homework in data science 508. This is take 2. Started take 1 this morning with what I would say was unsuccessful. So I'm trying to solve this issue. With Minecraft. Go. And Anaconda. Signing into Canvas. Authentication with OPTA. Let's go. You can see Anaconda starting up. Isn't that wicked when it does that? Right, so we're into Canvas. And we're working on this data set that we renamed I watched the video of Dr. Snell several times and the issue that I'm having is that I can't tell what he's doing. This video is great, but to start it, I'm having trouble loading the neural net. And it's probably something that should be an elementary task, but it turns out it's not elementary to me. So I pull up Jupyter Notebook. I have my data set, my CSV file that I renamed according to the instructions. And I have my notebook here titled Week 3. Let's go ahead and save it as a new file. Okay. And opening up this Jupyter Notebook, what we're going to see is I've been trying to basically get the kernel for R to run, and my specific issue is that this page glitches out. Let's ask ChatGPT about it. Good evening, chat. Good evening, bud. How you doing? No video feature. Well, we'll go without the chat.
If you ever need help again, whether it's R, Python, machine learning, or just getting through the next assignment, I'm here. Great work pushing through all of this. You've got momentum now. Keep going strong.
Well, thank you for the encouragement, chat. I am specifically looking for help on using R in the Python. And so I've changed this kernel name here to RStudio Conda. And when I downloaded the RStudio kernel,
You're welcome, and I've got you covered, especially if you're diving back into using R. Since you've been working in Jupyter and saw the kernel issue earlier, let's make sure we're clear on what you want help with in R. Could you tell me specifically what you're trying to do in R? For example, do you need help installing or loading packages like NeuralNet? Are you trying to read a dataset like myloans.csv? Are you building a neural network or doing classification regression? Are you working in RStudio or trying to run R in Jupyter? Once you let me know that, I'll walk you through it step by step.
first of all, thank you. That's exactly what I need. And I am trying to run RStudio in Anaconda, in Jupyter Notebook.
You're very welcome, and it sounds like you're heading in the right direction. It looks like your message got cut off at the end. Were you about to say you're trying to run RStudio in Anaconda, or maybe RStudio on its own? Let's get you set up either way. If you're trying to run RStudio from Anaconda Navigator, 1. Open Anaconda Navigator. 2. Look for the RStudio tile. 3. If it's not installed, click Install. 4. Once installed, click Launch. Inside RStudio, you can then run. You can see the code in our conversation history. Replace the path with your actual file location. If you're trying to run RStudio directly outside Anaconda, 1. Make sure you've installed it from text.products/RStudio/download/. Please open your app to see this link. 2. Open the RStudio app. 3. Then follow the same code steps above. Let me know how far you got, and if you're stuck on launching RStudio or writing code inside it. I'll guide you through whatever's next.
What is next is uploading the NeuralNet.
You're very welcome. You're doing great. Just keep taking it one step at a time. Whenever you're ready for the next part, or if anything gets tricky, just reach out. You've got this.
Yeah, so specifically my issue that I ran into is that the screen on Microsoft, or Google Chrome, whenever I go to the cell to put the code in, it glitches out. It's glitching right now.
Got it. Sounds like you were about to describe an issue with Microsoft, maybe Windows, OneDrive, or file access. While trying to use RStudio, can you finish the sentence or explain what you're seeing on the screen? Some helpful details. Is RStudio opening but not showing the script or console? Is Microsoft blocking or hiding the file you're trying to load, like a OneDrive sync issue? Are there error messages, or is the screen just stuck or blank? Let me know what's happening, and I'll help you troubleshoot it fast.
I think the issue is within the Jupyter Notebook for this specific cell. Perhaps some type of conflict with Chrome.
Thanks for the clarification. If the issue is in Jupyter Notebook and related to a specific cell, let's zoom in on that. Here's what would help me guide you fast.
Yes.
1. What's in the cell you're trying to run? Copy and paste the code here if you can. 2. What's the error message, if any? 3. Are you trying to run R code in a Python notebook again, or is it all in Python now? If you're not seeing an error, but the cell is just hanging or stuck, we can
I'll read this to you. Sample neural network in R. This data set is one that I modified slightly from the original Kaggle one. It lists hypothetical B loan information for each client we see the client ID, income per year, attained age, loan amount, ratio of loan to income, and whether or not the person defaulted on the loan. So 0 equals no, 1 equals yes. Your task is to train a neural network to be able to predict. Your task is to be.
Based on what you described, it sounds like you're working with a data set structured like this. You can see the code in our conversation history, and your goal is to build a neural network in R to predict whether a person will default on their loan. Classification problem, 0 or 1. Here's what you can do in R step by step.
I'm in Jupyter Notebook, bro. Hey, chat.
2. Install and load neural.
We'll just start over. We'll give him a thumbs up. He tried. I feel like there might be some latency issues. So let's see if we can. Definitely some latency issues going on in my brain. Alright, so hey chat, hey, just by the way, we are in Jupyter Notebook. Hey Chaddington, I just wanted to make it clear that we are in Jupyter Notebook right now.
Got it loud and clear, Jeff. You're in Jupyter Notebook and trying to run R code. That helps a ton. So here's the big thing to remember. Jupyter needs to be running the R kernel to understand and execute R code. If it's still set to the Python kernel, all that R code, like read CSV, neural net, etc., will throw errors because Python doesn't recognize it. Check this first. At the top right of your notebook in Jupyter, do you see something like? You can see the code in our conversation history. If so, that means you're still in a Python environment, not R. What you need to do: 1. Install R and IR kernel, if not already done. In Anaconda prompt, run. You can see the code in our conversation history. 2. Restart Jupyter Notebook. After installing, launch Jupyter again. You can see the code in our conversation history. Bot 3. Switch the kernel. In your open notebook, go to kernel, change kernel R. Once that's set, your R code will work properly. Let me know what your top right kernel name says right now, and I'll walk you through getting it switched if R isn't showing up yet.
What's showing up is the R Studio that I downloaded from the website for Python, the Conda version.
Thanks. That clears things up. It sounds like you. 1. Downloaded R Studio, the app from the website. 2. But you're still trying to use R code inside a Jupyter Notebook, which is currently running a Python Conda kernel. So here's how we can get you fully set up to run R code inside Jupyter using the correct R kernel. What you need to do, step by step: 1. Open Anaconda prompt search for Anaconda prompt in your start menu and open it. 2. Run this command to install R and the IR kernel. You can see the code in our conversation history. This installs the R language. The IR kernel lets Jupyter run R code. Core R packages like NeuralNet, Tidyverse, etc. Let it fully finish. 3. Register the R kernel with Jupyter. If needed, run. You can see the code in our conversation history. If this gives an error, try opening R Studio and running this in the R console. You can see the code in our conversation history. Restart Jupyter Notebook. In Anaconda prompt, you can see the code in our conversation history. When it opens in your browser, go to kernel, change kernel. Now you should see R or R, Conda env. Select that, and now your R code will work. Once that's done, you're fully set to run. You can see the code in our conversation history. Let me know if you hit anything while installing or switching the kernel. I'll stick with you step by step.
I think the part that I missed was with step 3, installing the kernel.
Perfect. That gives us a clear focus. Step 3 is the key to telling Jupyter, hey, R is available now. Without that, Jupyter doesn't know it can run R code even if R is installed. Here's exactly what to do to finish step 3, depending on what works best for you. Option A, run from Anaconda prompt. Try this first in Anaconda prompt. You can see the code in our conversation history. If that works, you're done. Restart Jupyter Notebook, and R should now show up in the kernel menu. If that gives an error common, use RStudio instead. 1. Open RStudio, the one you installed earlier. 2. In the R console, bottom left panel, run these 2 lines one at a time. You can see the code in our conversation history. This tells Jupyter to add R as a kernel option. After that, 1. Close and reopen Jupyter Notebook. 2. Open your notebook or start a new one. 3. Click Kernel, change Kernel R. Now your R code like this will run without errors. You can see the code in our conversation history. Let me know if you get any messages back when running those lines. I'll help decode them if anything weird pops up. You're super close now.
Right. Alright, let's go back and watch it. Check it out. Yeah, so basically that's where I'm at.
Thanks for flagging that. Could you clarify what you meant by this transcript may not be transcribed? Are you seeing it referring to something else, like a video, audio file, or kernel output? Let me know where you saw that message or what you were trying to do at that moment, and I'll help you sort it out. You're truly welcome, Jeff. You're pushing through challenges, asking the right questions, and not giving up. That's how progress happens. If anything else comes up, I'm right here to help. Keep going strong.
Well, that's so kind. Let me start over. Start over. What do you think?
No worries. Take your time. If you're stuck, thinking something through, or just feeling a little off, I'm here either way. Want to keep going with RStudio, or circle back to anything from earlier?
Let's circle back to installing.
You're so welcome. 3 times over. You've been putting in the work, and it shows. I'm here anytime you need backup. Let's keep going whenever you're ready.
Action of the toes. All right, whatever that means. That sounds cool. Sweet, sweet, awesome. Hey, chat. I think I did it. So let's bring up this new one. Very cool. Very cool. Boom. Let's go. Let's go. Should be there. There's the R. Let's go. Let's go. And boom. And we're gonna. Hey, Chad. Great job. I think we know what to do now. Don't trust it. How can I not trust it? Boom. This is so freaking cool. Dude, so cool. But it's still glitching on me. Heck yeah. See, but that's the problem. And so I don't know how you guys are solving that, or if you guys are having that same issue. But whenever I use this, okay, so now I just need to open
Sorry, I'm having issues right now. Our systems are experiencing heavy load. Please try again later.
Cool. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna let you take a break. Hey, take 5 minutes off ChatGPT while we get to work. So now we're trusted. Let's go. Let's go. How exciting is this? That is one thing I do enjoy about this course is oftentimes presented with a set of circumstances where I don't have the answer, and in order to get the answer, it takes a level of perseverance that I'm going to sit here and work on it until I figure it out. But honestly, it makes me think if, what is my motivation for figuring it out is that I'm in this course, but I could definitely see a world, and I started to take a course from NVIDIA on machine learning, and basically it's all the stuff from data science, but it becomes, I'm basically paying tuition in order to have someone keep me on track in structured learning. But I could see a world where some people wouldn't need or want that scenario, and they would just bypass the university to get that knowledge. So interesting. But yeah, this was a big win. Ronald. Days, how's it going? I'm on live now. You wanna say hi?
Hi.
How's it going? Hey, so ChatGPT. Oh, let's have a conversation real quick with ChatGPT, because we found out that ChatGPT can have a conversation with me and Daisy at the same time
Actually,
while watching, like if we watch TV. You want to watch this little video on my class?
Sure.
All right. Let's restart that kernel. And this is Dr. Dave Snell. He's a data scientist and probably programmer and teacher and developer. And this is what I'm working on today.
In this video, I'm going to show you how easy it is to code your own neural network and to train it. In this particular exercise, the data set that I'm going to use is a modification of a Kaggle rule that has client ID, the income of that particular client, age, a loan amount that they took out, a ratio of loan to income, and by known values,
It's not live.
No.
a 0 or a 1
nobody's
indicating whether the
online.
loan
Oh, okay.
has been paid
That's
off,
all right.
or whether the loan went into default. The one would be default.
Pause it there. So ChatGPT, were you able to hear Dave?
That's a great explanation to start with.
Hey.
Here's a clean version of your summary with simple grammar that you can use in your write-up or in your notebook documentation.
Give Daisy a simple,
In this exercise, the dataset I'm using is a modified version of one originally found on Kaggle. Each row represents a client and includes the following fields: a client ID, the client's yearly income, their age, the loan amount they took out, and the ratio of the contains either a 0 or 1. A 0 means the client paid off the loan, and a 1 means the client defaulted on the loan. Let me know if you'd like to follow this up with the R code or Python code you're using to build and evaluate the neural network for this classification task.
Can we not do this right now?
After the live here.
Yeah. So we're gonna get a gecko.
It sounds like something heavy might be going on. Do you want to talk about what you saw in the news or how it's affecting you?
Well,
I'm
no,
here if you need to process it or just get grounded for a bit.
Well, that's very kind of you. I think we could stay on the topic of the Jupyter Notebook. We got R running, which was a huge win. We got to organize our data.
That's a huge win, Jeff, and I'm glad you're feeling it. Getting R running inside Jupyter and organizing your data set are two of the biggest hurdles. From here, you're in a strong position to build and train your model. Here's what we can do next, depending on where you are.
Jeff,
1.
TBT.
Verify the dataset is loaded correctly. You can use this in an R cell. You can see the code in our conversation history. 2. Normalize your numeric data, if not already done. You can see the code in our conversation history. 3. Train the neural network. You can see the code in our conversation history. 4. Visualize the model. You can see the code in our conversation history. From that plot, you'll be able to comment on the training error and the structure of the model.
Alright.
Let me know what you'd like to do next. Test set predictions, switch to regression, or prepare the write-up. You're rolling now.
So I put my data set in there.
Just a heads up, chatgpinner.com is not an official OpenAI website, and I recommend avoiding it.
Here's
For safe
another.
and accurate information about ChatGPT and GPT-4, OpenAI tools like DALL-E or Whisper, AI research and updates, please use the official site, hbo/openai.com. Please open your app to see this link. And for ChatGPT directly, chat.openai.com. Please open your app to see this link. Let me know if you want help exploring DALL-E or any GPT features. I can walk you through it safely.
Okay.
You're welcome, Jeff. You're doing great. Keep the momentum going. If you ever need help with the next step or just want to check in, I'm right here.
You give us the flowers.
I need to put the path to the data file in the cell.
Take your time. Go ahead and finish your thought. What do you need to do? I've got you.
The baby, I'm falling in love with you. Pretty little baby, I'm so in love with you. You give us the flowers, I sit for hours, telling all the bluebirds, I'm feeling coobers. Pretty little baby, I'm so in love with you.
Let's see here.
Pretty little baby, I'm so in love with you.
Help me. Help me. ChatGPT, help me. Well, I think that's a great time, great place to take a little break and sign off. So, thanks for joining us today. Thank you, ChatGPT. You are the man.